Welcome back to Likros. We're working today on Parshas Shlach. Parshas Shlach, the Torah says towards the beginning, V'yikra Moshe le'Hoshea ben Nun Yehoshua. Moshe Rabbeinu gives a new name to his Talmud. We know him normally as Yehoshua. In the beginning of Parshas, he's called Hosea. He gets a Yud added to his name to become Yehoshua. Why? What's this mean? So the Yismach Moshe wants to explain by starting with the Targum Yonasan on this pasuk. Targum Yonasan says here, when Moshe Rabbeinu sees the humility of Hosea, his Talmud, that's why he calls him Yehoshua. Now, what's a new name have to do with humility? This needs to be understood. So to explain it, says the Rabbi Yismach Moshe, based on the Gemara. The Gemara in Sota says that Ish ve'isha shchina b'neihem. A husband and wife, they can have the merit of having shchina amongst them, Hashem amongst them. Why? Because the name Ish has a Yud in it, and the word Isha has the Hey in it. So the Yud and the Hey are letters of Hashem, so they can have the Shechina with them. That's what the Gemara says. There's another Gemara in Sota that says also that somebody who is Mitka somebody who has a problem of Gaiva, somebody who's too haughty, then Kodesh Baruch Hu says, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, Ein ani v'hu yicholon ladur ba'olam. I can't live with such a person in the world, says Hashem. It can't work. He's not spiritual. He's not doing what a person's supposed to do. So humility is the exact opposite. Pasuk in Navi says, "Va'eshkon es daka v'shvaruach." The Navi tells us that Hashem says, "I will dwell with a person who's humble." So the Shekhinah is with such a person. So now we can understand the Targum, and with that we can understand what Rashi says here as well. Now Rashi, to explain this name, says something totally different than the Targum, it seems. He says, Moshe Rabbeinu is offering a prayer, Hashem should help you stay away from the Atzis Meraglim. That's why he gets the Yud, to have a Yud and a Hey in his name, that Hashem should help him. What does this Rashi have to do with the Targum Yonasan? Explains the Rabbi Yismach Moshe that someone who's connected to Hashem due to his humility, so then he doesn't really care what the natural world shows him. He doesn't care how strong the people are in Canaan. He doesn't care how much their cities are built up, making it hard to conquer physically. Why? Because he's totally connected to Hashem. Hashem said they're going to conquer Eretz Yisrael. So when he's with Hashem, it's beyond nature. He's not afraid of the nature that stands in his way because he's totally connected to Hashem. So the two ideas go together. Moshe Rabbeinu, who's davening, according to Rashi, that Hashem should save Yeshua, his Talmud, from the fault of Meraglim, means he has to become more spiritual. And how does he become more spiritual? That's what the Targum says, that he chose to be humble. And the person who is humble has Hashem with him, like the Navi teaches us. So therefore, his growth in spirituality is because he's humble, and that's going to make it then that he's fitting for Hashem to save him from falling in the trap of the Meraglim.